But when I think about the women who have made the most impact on my life, I think of my first African-American teacher, Mrs.
People in your life, it really is.
Mrs. Celestine Braxton, Mrs. Lillian Porter. All these ladies have made a great impact on my life.
Just overlook the
But
black
the woman who's
elders.
made the most impact is my mother, Mrs. Lucy Cole, a woman of deep
No, y'all
Christian
can't tell me about my
conviction.
mother. Hey, everybody. This is Dean FM, Dean Fraser Milford, here for your creature comfort. And today, in the spirit of black women, the history, the homage, and the appreciation that we have for them, our elders, for our sisters, children, it's tough. We don't really recognize the struggle, I don't think, enough. It seems like you all like when I can talk more about the history and a little bit more about specific people. And I just hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think about the sound of this microphone. Came up at a little bit self-centered. Shimmy, yes, shimmy, yo. Like 1,100 horses when I switch that gear. I just swerve on her, kind of like I missed that there. And I press the little button on the sit-back chair. Well, we are the culture. We are the style. Not only are they going to have a hard time getting rid of, but we got a lot of influence. We have given whites this entire country. We've given a lot to you. Use it with styles of entertainment. Let's get right into it. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Ooh. I think it's going to be good. I hope this is another AI one. But I'm sorry I got to use AI sometimes. I'm not AI, but react to other people who used AI because unfortunately, when it comes to black history and black women history specifically, there's not a lot out there. It's a big problem. Come on now. Why the hell? Oh, PBS, NBC. Thank you to viewers like you. Oh, featuring the 2020. Oh, I like this. I like this little intro. It's kind of giving like an old school vibe.
Americans is a story of resilience and perseverance.
It is.
It traces a people who refuse to accept the circumstances under which they arrive on these shores. And it chronicles the generations who fought for an America that truly reflects the ideas enshrined in our founding documents.
It is after a people trying to raise
slaves who shepherded others along the path to freedom, and preachers who organized against the rules of Jim Crow, of young people who sat in at lunch counters, and ordinary men and women who took extraordinary risks to change our nation for the better. During National African American History Month, we celebrate the rich legacy of African Americans and to honor the remarkable contributions they have made to perfecting our union.
Homage, appreciation.
This year's theme, Black Women in America Culture
We lift
and
them
History, invites us to pay special tribute to the role African American women have played in shaping the character of our nation.
From the American Revolution to the present, African American women have played a myriad of critical roles in the making of our nation. Their labor and leadership, their motherhood and patriotism, and their intellect and artistic expression have all enriched both the African American community and the nation at large. In slavery and freedom, their struggles have been at the heart of the human experience, and their triumphs over racism and sexism are a testimonial to our common human spirit. In American culture today, many know of the accomplishments of a few prominent figures, from Phyllis Wheatley, the unlikely American patriot during the Revolutionary War, to Harriet Tubman, the leader of the Underground Railroad from slavery, to Ida B. Wells, the unyielding opponent of lynching, to Rosa Parks, the mother of the modern civil rights movement. Black women have been notable for standing against oppression. From Gwendolyn Brooks to Toni Morrison to Rita Dove, they have distinguished themselves in American letters.
They sure have.
And in recent years, they have been recognized as actors and recording artists with Academy Awards and Grammys.
Come on.
The accomplishments of these exceptional women are the expressions of a vibrant culture in which African American women play a singular role. The labors, struggles, organization, and sacrifices of common women have made possible the prominence of heralded individuals. In churches, community
not appreciated and understood.
Literary societies, sororities, and
just everywhere. It makes me so kind of frustrated. I gotta say, like,
organized black
respectfully.
life. But here their strivings have often escaped
the
gaze of the public, and hence their history is too little known. Their story is unique in the annals of American history. Black women were held as slaves, and middle-class black women labored while their counterparts were housewives. subjected to a long history of stereotypes about their sexuality, morality,
Jealousy.
spirituality,
100%
and intellect.
jealousy.
African American women have never succumbed to victimhood and have pressed forward to uplift themselves, their families, and their
That's right.
community. To gain an understanding of the history of African American women is to broaden our understanding of a people and the American nation.
It's to accept reality.
The Association for the Study of African American Life and History dedicates the 2012 annual Black History theme to exploring African American women's contributions to the making
Come
of
on,
America.
Michelle. Yeah?
When I think of this year's Black History
Wonderful
Month
spirit.
theme, Black women in American history and culture, and I posed the question to myself, which woman has been most influential to me? I consider women that are known in the history books
My mother.
or on a national level,
My
such
grandmother,
as
mother.
Mahalia Jackson, Michelle Obama, Oprah
that's
Winfrey.
true.
But when I think about the women who have made the most impact on my life, I think of my first African American teacher, Mrs.
People in your life, it really
Fartrell,
is.
Mrs. Celestine Braxton, Mrs. Lillian Porter. All these ladies have made a great impact on my
People
life.
just overlook their
But
black
the woman who's
elders.
made the most impact is my mother, Mrs. Lucy Cole, a woman of deep
No, y'all
Christian
can't tell me about my
conviction.
mother.
Someone who taught me the value of living a Christian life,
That's why I dedicate my
the
channel.
value of having great character, integrity.
My channel is dedicated to black women and is inspired by the election and the loss of Kamala and how I firmly believe that the black woman factor is what tipped the scale to make Trump win. Overall, it's my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother's passed. There's also a lot of other black adults in my family and friends of family who are very supportive, have been here since the beginning of my journey of the black woman legacy, the tribute videos I've been making. And I just hope that we all, as an all-inclusive community, can learn together, have some fun together. There's no harm in it. Not everybody's a history buff. So we can laugh, we can have fun, we can look at things and try to just analyze. Let's go back into the video.
A strong work ethic. She not only impacted me, but she impacted everyone that was in the neighborhood.
I hear that.
And I believe if she was here today, they would say thank you, as do I.
My mother will always be top of the list. When I think about it, my 6th grade school teacher, Miss Norma Davis Hopkins, I wrote a poem
Elementary
concerning my
school
mother.
teachers.
She was killed in August of last year.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But I simply titled this Mom.
Veteran.
Mom
Thank you
had
for
an
your
8th grade education. Back then, for a Negro girl, was an achievement in itself. I don't remember Mom ever saying what she wanted me to be when I grew up, as long as I was a good person, which I haven't grown up yet. I do remember Mom being proud of my military service. I do remember Mom instilling manners in me. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. And that
Oh, they
children
teach
should
you
be
what's up.
seen, not heard. I do remember if a teacher had anything negative to report about me, I would be sore for a
Mothers
week.
are strong. They gotta be.
I do remember bologna sandwiches. I do remember peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I do remember sugar water. I do remember duct tape on my shoes so I would not miss school.
Duct tape on your shoes
I
so
do
you would not
remember the
miss
joy
school.
on her face from me getting a good report card. I do remember as an adult calling Mom to let her know I was playing in the rain and she could not make me come in the house
Tell
like
her
she
everything.
used to when
You
I
gotta
was a
tell her
child. I do remember being loved regardless of myself. I remember.
I would
Unconditional.
definitely say my mom has had a major impact in my life and many others. She's
I love
gone
that
from
it's
being a
mom.
single mother to the pastor of her own church. She's been very active in her community. She's gone from giving the invocation for Joe Biden when he was running for vice president to helping out with the DC jails and the Loudoun County jails and the Loudoun County hospitals. She's very active in her community and she gives back every day.
service, it really
She's
is.
an inspiration to me and to many others.
I can tell you that in my career, there's been several women that have tremendous influence on my background and my experience, and one of which that comes to my mind is Margaret Sellers Walker. Now, Margaret Sellers Walker was a woman hired to be a human resource director, and she was a peer of mine, and we worked very well collaboratively on projects. And then the opportunity came for Margaret to be promoted to a assistant city manager, so she then became my boss. And I learned by working with Margaret the strength of her character, the wisdom of her knowledge, and just her practical
influence.
sense
But
that she
beyond-
gave me so many times lessons in life that I couldn't get in school. Something I learned from Margaret that I'll always remember her and always be very respectful and very thankful for that opportunity
I appreciate
to work
that.
with Margaret and to learn from her.
By me watching her and what she did to, because she was a single parent, just by watching her and what she did to, you know, provide for the family, that
Period.
inspired me to do more and, you know, and admire her. So my mother is my inspiration.
The first person that comes to mind is
Your mother?
a math teacher I had back in elementary school in 7th grade. Her name was Miss Samuels. And during that time in my life, I was a very shy person. But I think Miss Samuels saw potential in me because she would constantly call on me in class. She would call me to the blackboard where I was extremely shy. And she would force me to speak up in class. And I think that was the beginning of me
Because we're from a
learning
culture
that
that we gotta be-
I have an opinion and I have a brain, and she
do
taught me
whatever-
how to think on my feet.
You can do it with your
And
mind
I'll
into it.
always remember that.
In our community, we got to be
As I
strong. I'm not going to
thought
give a
of some
generalized
of the
statement, but we
prominent
got to be strong.
African-American women who have made a difference in our society, the one that came to my mind is Barbara Jordan. Barbara Jordan was the first African-American woman elected to the Texas House after Reconstruction. She's one of the first African-American women in Congress.
Okay.
She was prominent in the Voting Rights Act
The suffrage.
and various other legislation. She was also disabled, which never seemed to make a difference in what she was able to do for the country. Barbara Jordan gave the keynote speech at the 1976 Democratic Convention, and it is called, still today, one of the best speeches of the 20th century. So why do I pick Barbara Jordan? Well, when I was 20 years old, which, okay, it's a long time ago, when I was 20 years old, I was working an internship in Washington and had the opportunity to work on a project with Ms. Jordan. She was very outgoing, very knowledgeable. You just loved to sit and listen to her and her life experiences. She was kind to a 20-year-old intern, and I don't think I'll ever forget that. So Barbara Jordan is one of the women I think about in the theme of this year's Black History Month, but I just have to say,
you study it or something or
every day
teach
working
it.
here in Prince William, I work with amazing African-American men and women who make a difference in this organization. And one of the greatest things about Prince William and what we do every day is our diversity and all the experiences we bring together.
You may think
Over
we
the
are others,
years,
but
I
we are
watched
not
as Prince
others.
William County hired men
You
and
gotta
women
think,
who
think.
immigrated here from many lands,
Her qualities.
Iran, Africa, India, South America.
I want to
Central
learn more
America,
about
to name a
African
few.
studies and stuff.
Diversity
Definitely.
is the one true thing we all have in common, celebrated every day.
In this
Happy Black
country, at
History
least.
Month to my colleagues in PwC.
Land of the free, home of
When I
the...
think of black women in
that
American
doesn't-
culture and
that doesn't
history,
prove that point.
I think back to Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks. We think of
Led the way.
women
Bit
like
of a-
Shirley Chisholm and Mae Jemison. And even today, with the greats of Oprah Winfrey, who owns her own network. You can't help but be proud of the many accomplishments that African American women have made, many contributions to history, and many more to make. I'm proud of being an African American woman, and I think it's wonderful that we
And I'm
celebrate
proud to have been raised
women
and
in
taught
history.
and to look up to them and to have them in my life. We are all in this together. We're beautiful people. We should be free people. We should be liberated people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.